Hey G Squad, welcome back to another episode of Is It Worth It? Today's episode right, this cool amazing product right here in my hand, and basically what this is an automatic induction hand sanitizer, aka an automatic hand soap dispenser, which is pretty awesome. But this is basically how it works, if you can see right here. And on the actual product itself, it mentions it should last you guys for 2 months or so for a family of 3 people, which is pretty awesome before I guess you guys need to recharge or something. But let's actually open up the product first to see what it actually looks like and how to use it. So maybe first open it up. This is basically what it looks like inside. So they do separate the bottle and the actual product itself right here. But let's take it out first. Alright, so they do provide you guys instruction manual or user's guide to teach you guys how to set up and how to use it. All the instruction on how to set up is all on here, if you guys can see. And then right here we have the actual product itself right here. So this is basically where it will fill in the product itself right here in terms of the soap itself. So you guys can definitely add in your own like hand soap in here and add some water so it can foam up if you guys want to. Or you can buy the solution pre-made for you guys to do it for you guys, so you guys don't have to do it yourself. And basically what I'm talking about is the one right here, as you can see. So this is the foaming hand soap refills, so you can get one of these as well supposedly, but we'll find out in a second to see when it actually works. And if that doesn't work, you guys can always use like a regular hand soap and use it with water to mix it together to produce the foam out. But let's take a look at the product first. Alright, so here we have the product itself. If you guys can see, this is basically what it looks like. So on the top part, there's a little switch that you can touch to activate it, and then right here is where the foam or the soap itself will dispense out, and this is basically what the bottom part looks like right here. So this little tube right here will go inside a container like this, and you just have to twist it on, and there's it all set and start using it. So they do provide you guys this accessory right here that you can use to open up the battery compartment, which is inside right here. So eventually inside there, that is the battery compartment. So you just want to use this one right here, unlock it like this. So I just want to take it out, just like that. And as you see, that's what you guys will be using inside. So it does use 4 AA batteries right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you guys have the battery in, just put it back in here. Use the little accessory to lock it back in place. And it's all set. So now you guys can start using it. So if you guys remember what I mentioned earlier in terms of the battery life on the actual product itself, it's supposed to last up to 2 months for a family of 3. So if you guys are just using it by yourself and no one else is using it, you guys can use it for a maximum of 9 months. So that's actually a good period of time if you guys think about it. But one thing that I definitely wish that the product has instead of the battery option is to have a rechargeable option. So you can actually plug in a cable to recharge it. But I definitely cannot complain about this product because it is pretty cool by itself already. So you just have to replace the battery every single time. So I do highly recommend using a rechargeable one so you guys don't have to buy a new one every single time. And the way how they designed the battery compartment right here, once you guys screw it on, the battery is just on the slot right here, so it won't have to worry about it getting wet or anything. And the way how they built this product is supposed to be energy efficient as well, so it doesn't waste a lot of energy. Basically, once you guys are using it, then it actually works. But once you guys stop using it, it turns off by itself or just goes into like a sleep mode or whatever until you guys open it again. And if you guys are wondering where the sensor is basically right here. So once it sends like a hand somewhere right here, then actually will turn on by itself and start producing the foam or whatever. And if you guys are wondering how big the capacity is for the actual product itself, it's around 10 ounces or 300 milliliters, which is a good amount to last you guys for a while, like I mentioned, for 9 months. And another thing that is really cool is the way how they built this product itself. Once you guys seal up and everything, it is waterproof or water resistant up to a certain extent. I don't recommend you guys throwing this into the tub or like the water, like the ocean or whatever, but it is waterproof or water resistant up to a certain extent. So if you guys do end up deciding to use the hand soap, hand sanitizer, and water combination to produce the foam, they actually recommend using a 1:3 ratio. So you put more of the water and less of the liquid hand soap. That way it can produce more of the foam and everything. But that's basically everything that's on the product itself. Now let's actually go test this out and see how it works and whether it actually works. And then we'll come back and talk more about the product in a second. So this is brand new. So what I do recommend using or doing is to add in some water or soap inside first and test it out and use it first. So that way if there's anything dirty inside, it comes out first. So let me add some water in here first to kind of rinse it. Rinse it a little bit first. Make sure it's clean before using it, especially if it's your first time. Alright, that should be good. And then we're gonna put this in here. And then once we press the top part right here, activate the blue light right here. So that's how you guys know it's on and off. You guys put your hand right here. It should have a sensor right here to activate or use it. Alright. So every time you guys use it, actually dispense the water or the foam out. And you guys have to be pretty close. If you go really far away, it won't work. if you can see. And it doesn't produce too much foam, if you can see. It actually produces a little by little. So now that we cleaned it and everything, now let's actually put in the soap in here and try again. So the soap that I'm going to be using to test out for this one is this one right here, which is Method Hand Soap Refills. See if this works. We'll definitely just add a little bit first just to try it out. See if it works first. Alright, so that should be a good amount right now just to try it out. Let's put it back together first. Alright, so we have it all set up. Let's try it out and see when it actually works. So press this button right here and let's see if it works. Alright, so there we have the foam. If you can see, it does work. Let's try it out and use our hand to wash it now and see what it looks like. Alright, so that is basically what it looks like. So the product itself does work, which is pretty awesome. And then what's really cool is that if you guys notice, it doesn't produce too much soap. It actually produces a little by little. Alright. So the product itself does work, as you see. It smells amazing and feels amazing, and the actual product itself is cool. Alright, welcome back guys. So now you guys saw the quick test of the product itself. You can see it actually does work and it works quite well. Super easy to use once you guys figure out how to use it. Put in the battery, put in the soap or whatever. But now that we did the unboxing and testing the product itself, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So for me, honestly, I definitely have to say that these are worth it if you guys want one or need one of these. Especially if you guys are in like an office or like a shared space. Definitely getting a automatic hand soap dispenser is going to be really useful, so that way you guys don't have to keep touching it every single time. Especially during these times with everything happening right now, you want to avoid getting sick at all costs. So definitely getting one of these automatic hand soap dispenser is going to be really worth it. But then obviously for those guys who don't want or don't need one or have just one of these, then obviously don't buy one and save your money for something else that actually do need. But other than that, that's pretty much it for quick unboxing and testing on the product itself. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And if you guys like this video, then make sure to smash that like button at the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and help this channel out as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.